Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back to you here today with an article from the Post Millennial dated September 19th, and I didn't see this reported on like any mainstream news sources. Could be wrong about that, but wondering if everybody heard about this. It's called Democrat Donor from Alaska Charged with Threatening to Assassinate 6 Supreme Court Justices. His name is Panos Anastasiou, who was 76. He's been charged with 9 counts of making threats against a federal judge and 13 counts of making threats in interstate commerce. So I wonder if now all the Democrats who are blaming Trump for his, his own rhetoric leading to assassination attempts, which is BS, are going to, look at themselves and go, hey, maybe like someone like Chuck Schumer saying that the Supreme Court will reap the whirlwind has something to do with this guy doing that. So let's go ahead and get into this article. It says on Wednesday, an Alaskan man was arrested and charged with 9 counts of making threats against a federal judge and 13 counts of making threats in interstate commerce after he allegedly made threats to assassinate 6 members of the Supreme Court and 2 family members. Panos Anastasiou, 76, has been accused of sending over 465 messages through an online portal to the Supreme Court between March 10, 2023 and July 16, 2024. And why couldn't we do anything about this beforehand? They've been doing it for a year and a half. They sent 465 messages, and just now they're like, oh yeah, now we think we have enough to get them. Like, why not after the first attempt? I mean, why not a year and a half ago? Anyway, this is beginning on January 4th, 2024. Anastasiou, here we go. So it was as of January 4th. Still, it was 9 months ago. So he began sending messages intended to threaten harm and convey threats of harm towards Supreme Court Justices 1 to 6 and family members 1 and 2, a court filing stated. And they don't say who it is, but just to give you an idea, if it's 6 Supreme Court justices, well, there happen to be 6 justices on the court that tend to lean towards the right and 3 on the left. So just saying the numbers tend to line up with who he wanted to knock off, if you will. It says he had also donated to Democrat fundraising platform Act Blue dozens of times, totaling over $700. There's something going on with that Act Blue app because the 2 Trump potential assassins also donated a lot to Act Blue as well. Maybe it's a CIA front thing, sort of. I don't know. It says the messages contained violent, racist, and homophobic rhetoric coupled with threats of assassination via torture, hanging, and firearms, and encouraged others to participate in the acts of violence. So this is a good guy, of course. There's some threats were aimed at the unnamed justices, intending to intimidate and retaliate against them for official actions Supreme Court Justices 1 to 6 had taken in their official capacity as federal judges. Notably, the High Court has a 6-3 conservative majority, as I said before. One message to Supreme Court Justice 1, allegedly sent by Anastasiou, threatened to murder the official by providing the rope to hang from an oak tree. A message sent on May 10, 2024, also threatened to murder the justice by lynching. Gee, I wonder which justice he could be referring to when he says that. I don't know. So it says, on May 16, 2024, Anastasiou allegedly sent a message threatening to murder Supreme Court Justice 2 by putting a bullet in his head. So there's obviously some words in between there that he said, but still, that's a death threat. There's a May 17th message aimed at Justices 1 and 2 and family members 1 and 2, threatened to send fellow veterans to spray their homes with bullets, hopefully killing them. So this is a really nice guy. In various messages sent over the months, Anastasiou allegedly threatened to assassinate the justices by way of beheading, firearms, drowning, and other means. Jeez. So, in a press release, Attorney General Merrick Garland said, we allege that the defendant made repeated, heinous threats to murder and torture Supreme Court justices and their families to retaliate against them for decisions he disagreed with. Our justice system depends on the ability of judges to make their decisions based on the law and not on fear. I mean, I'm kind of like, dude, like, I don't even know what to say about this guy. He's such a, I don't know. I don't even have a nice word to say about him, but let's finish up his quote. Our democracy depends on the ability of public officials to do their jobs without fearing for their lives or the safety of their families, which now he has a problem with that. He doesn't all the other times, but okay. Says, if convicted, Anastasiou faces up to 10 years in prison for each count of making threats against a federal judge and up to 5 years in prison for each count of making threats in interstate commerce. Okay, that's fine. There's a TikTok embedded tweet there that basically says the same thing, and she actually provided... I'm reading it. Yeah, it's basically what the article says. Okay. Then finishing it off, it says, since July of 2023, Anastasiou has made, dozens of donations to Act Blue, and since December 2016, he has made 82 donations. So yeah, just again, wondering if anybody had heard about this going on, that this is a obviously a serious thing. And again, I wonder which judges he could be referring to. So I like that there was, I can't remember, I think it might have been on CNN the other day, where they were talking about that, like, all this political violence is only coming from the right. And it's like, do you guys get out at all? Or are you just saying that to say that? Because it's clearly not true, like, by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, like I'd say 99% of the political violence is coming from the left. Okay, and this is just another example of it. Okay, so you'd have to be just stupid to not acknowledge that. But this is just put this in their column. It's another one for them. So let me know what you think about this. Did you guys hear about this, or is this the first time you're hearing about it? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.